Hi, and welcome to another episode of Basic Examples. Today we're talking about units. Okay, what is a unit? They're very fundamental to mathematics. The prefix uni means one, as in unicycle, a bicycle that has only one wheel. Unite, to bring things together as one. The universe, the everything, the thing that we only have one of. Okay, a unit is what the number one represents. For example, let's say I ate 2 this morning. You're like, 2 what? There's some units here, but you didn't give me the unit, so I don't know. You eat 2 pancakes, 2 waffles, 2 eggs, 2 chickens, I don't know, right? As soon as I say, oh, what the number 1 represents is 1 piece of toast, now you know. It's not terribly exciting. I ate 2 pieces of toast this morning. Yay! But this is the power of units. Units tell you what a number means. A lot of times, maybe it's not explicitly given, but you can just kind of tell. Someone says she only had to pay $1,000 for the whole trip, or $5,000 for the whole trip. $5,000 what? $5. I don't know why I've got that mixed up. Sorry about that. Dollars are a very common unit for things to be in. Let's say someone says the population of the United States is near 330 million. 330 million what? Ducks? Crabs? No. People. That's pretty obvious. Maybe they don't say it explicitly. Maybe they do. But if a person wrote 330 million as the population of the United States, the units would be million people. That word, when it kind of becomes separate, it almost becomes a unit. 330 what? Million people. So units can be compound like that. We'll get to that near the end. Very popular units: meters, kilometers, feet, inches, lengths, kilograms, ounces, pounds, tons, weights, seconds, years, amounts of time. In fact, it's kind of fun to figure out, how do you measure the intensity of a sound? How do you measure the popularity of a meme? There's a lot of times there's units for just about anything. It's kind of fun to check that out. And if it's not explicitly given what the units are in a particular case, ask about it. A lot of people are embarrassed to ask questions because they feel that they're going to look stupid, but actually, asking good questions is one of the best ways to seem intelligent. One of the smartest things you can do at a job interview is to ask questions. Shows them you're engaged. It shows them that you're capable of learning. And it's always a good question to say, what are the units over there? What are you using to measure these things? What does 10 mean? What does 1 mean? Now, one place, you find numbers all over the place. You go to a website, 2,000 stories every day. So I guess that's stories per day. 1 million photos per year. This is a very good website. It gives you the units very explicitly. But one thing I want to say is anything that goes with the number is probably units. For example, if we have 45 kilogram meters, what does that mean? Well, what it means is the units are kilogram meters, and you have 45 of them, whatever they are. 71 miles per hour. The miles per hour as a whole fraction is your units. Hey, you got your number. Basically, everything else that goes along with it is your units. 3 is your number. X squared. Variables act just like units, which is why if you understand units, algebra becomes kind of simple. Here, our number is 2 squared root of 3, and all of this is units, but even if you're not going to use it as a decimal, the square root of 3 almost acts like a unit. Znorts, even if you don't know what the units are, you have 8.71 of this sort of thing. Now this one is a little bit complicated because you have a number 4 that actually has no units, which is very, very rare. And we have a number 3i. I, in this case, the imaginary number is the units. I mean, you don't have to know, but we're combining it with an addition. We're going to deal with these separately. Adding and subtracting things with units, multiplying things with units. For the time being, the thing is to realize that a number with no units is a weird thing. And that's enough for today.